over the last decade, over 100 million children were taken out of child labor. So we felt we were making progress. But with COVID, there has been a setback. And we feel that actually, if we do not have some of the key interventions that we've learned about, the social protection, the cash transfer, ensuring that children are in school, ensuring that the inspectorate for factories and workplace are inspecting for children and taking them out of the supply chain, there will be a rollback. In addition to that, actually, it is in Africa that we have the problem. The most regression has happened in Africa. And if we don't double our effort in Africa, especially in the agricultural sector, we're not going to make the Sustainable Development Goal target.
You say this unless we get the opportunity, or rather we master the extension of social protection to all, citizens of the world, we will not end child labor. But governments always come up saying that they prioritize, human rights. They're enshrined in the Constitution. Even in our country, South Africa, it says enshrined in the Constitution. Yet we see this, we heard different panelists yesterday saying that, big companies are also main culprits because they are driving profits while lives are being destroyed. Is it a lack of will from governments and business to end child labor?
You have hit on it. What is the political will? But again, actually, what we have seen in countries that have made progress, in Latin America, in Asia, it is the political will to keep children in school and give them quality education, and to make sure that these children are able to transit into the workforce, the transition to the workforce. So from learning to earning. In addition to that, to address the economic drivers that are making families make this ugly choice. Should my child go to school or should my child go to work? If we're able to address these economic drivers, and this financial deprivation in the families, governments will be able to address it.
A report also that was released by UNICEF says that child labor is more prevalent in rural areas. Now, how do you go about convincing someone in the rural area who's faced with poverty every day that they must forget about going to work to get a food for their family, even if they are children, and then just focus on schooling, which maybe they will see benefits in maybe in 10 years after they've completed their education?
This is a good question, because I believe in the family, and I believe in the decision of the parents of what's good for their children. If families see the value to them and the entire household of children going to school and moving from learning to earning an income, they're going to invest in that. So when the family does not see that value of their children going to school and having quality education that can lead to earning, then they're going to withdraw their children from the school. In addition to that, I go back to the point, if we're able to help these families by addressing the economic drivers, that make them take their children to join their workforce, right, in the field, then the families would put the children in school and we will cut down on this child labor.
Now, just lastly, finally, just briefly, we're just 3 years from 2025. Are you confident that child labor will be eliminated by then?
We have to double our effort. We have seen actually in some countries that the effort should be 18 times more than what they are doing. And we have seen when governments come together, when the global community come together, that they're able to double their effort to make this happen. So it's up to the government.